myth number 3. So I've yo-yo dieted my whole life, and now my metabolism is destroyed, or I'll always live with a slow metabolism. So I know even some of my own clients probably have been there. I can think of a few people right now in my head who've said this to me. I've yo-yo dieted my whole life, and now my metabolism is destroyed, and I'll always live with a slow metabolism. So how many of you believe myth number 3? So there is, again, a half truth to it, that to really uncover what this is talking about. So it's not completely true. There is definitely some myths to that. But what is true is, okay, if you are dieting, so if you are currently dieting and you are restricting calories, or you're stopping yourself from eating carbs because you're carb phobic, or you're fat phobic, or you're starting to diet in some sort, during the time that you are trying to restrict, you do actually slow down your metabolism. Okay. So there's a half truth to this, because there's something in your body that is called adaptive thermogenesis. So adaptive thermogenesis, I heard this analogy and I love it. So I'm just using this analogy of your phone. So think about it. When your phone goes into low battery, right? It's running out of battery. It doesn't have enough fuel. So this is people who restrict calories, who don't eat enough, who eat 900 calories a day, all of this. What happens to your phone? Your phone goes into power saving mode. Yeah, doesn't your phone do that? It goes into power saving mode. So your body does that. That's what adaptive thermogenesis is that when you don't give it enough of what it needs, when you restrict, when you eat too little, or you take carbs out of the system or whatnot, your body will turn on power saving mode. This is not good, because it then slows your metabolism down. It starts to because it's trying to protect you. It's trying to go, okay, I don't know if we're going to get enough food, so we're going to hold on, right? It goes into that storage mode. It changes your ghrelin leptin signals. So there's a lot that changes. What is the myth here then? You're like, well, but you said, okay, it's a myth, but then you're saying there's adaptive thermogenesis. The myth is that you believing that your metabolism is permanently destroyed and you're always going to have a slow metabolism. That is the myth that a lot of people who've dieted their whole life, and it plays with their mindset. It plays with their mindset that they're like, oh, I have a bad metabolism. It's really hard to lose weight. It's like they speak this over themselves. So think about this. If you were to plug the phone to a charger and you give it the right fuel, you give it the right juices, right? What happens to your phone? Your phone gets out of power saving mode eventually. The screen turns brighter again. It is functioning more effectively because you gave it the right fuel and right, in terms of our body, right nutrition, right? So this is the thing, is the good news for all the people who have yo-yo dieted before, who have done crash diets, done tons and tons of different things. The good news is you can heal your metabolism. That's actually good news for all of you. The good news for all of you who have is that it can be healed with proper nutrition and proper, macros and the right balance of things, and whole foods. Not all this shake stuff that you guys all hear all over the place, but actual food that your body is meant to have thermogenesis and digest, and not just fuel it always with these shakes. Actually eat food, and this is a lot of people, but this is good news for you, meaning you can heal it. You can have that charger back on that phone and help it function optimally, and it will function optimally back to its genetic coding. Remember, I did say there's a genetic coding. So of course, there's a certain genetic coding that maybe someone still does have maybe a faster metabolism naturally, genetically. But if you, had a great metabolism in your 20s, 30s, you can get it back there. You can, as long as you know what to feed it, you have the right amount of calories and the right amount of macros. So why do I talk about this? Oh yeah, Lisa says over 30 years of yo-yo dieting. Exactly. But now, Lisa, we had to talk about this, because before, when she came to me, she said her fear is she's going to gain back all the weight, because she had already lost a lot of weight from 300 something pounds down to where she was. But she says she's always gained it back. And now she has kept it off for quite a few years and gained a lot of muscle. I think now you've kept it off permanently now for 2 years now, Lisa, which is amazing. She's in my program from the Transformation to Muscle Accelerator. And that's the goal, is to keep it off, right? So let's come back over here though. Why do I say you have to have proper calories and macros to fuel it properly? Is because it's not just number of calories, but it's the type of calorie. Your quality of food is very important. What you eat, what kind of juice is entering your body. I'm thinking of the battery charger. Entering your body is really important. If the charger is a bad charger or have bad alloys used or different things they use in the charger, it can destroy your phone. You know that, right? That's why they tell you to buy the actual right charger for your phone, because it could destroy your phone. So it's in the same way is, if you really want your metabolism to be functioning well and optimally, you need to pay attention to the quality of food that can heal your metabolism. And that's what we would say, like nourishing your body, right? It isn't just about like counting calories. It is actually about having the right quality of food, right? So, so another thing about this, about eating the right things, okay, is I remember I said your body does slow down your metabolism while you are dieting, because it slows down because you're losing weight, your body needs less calories, and you're restricting it, so your body slows everything down, okay? But I said you can heal it and you can come back. Do you remember I said that? Now, there is different studies that are done, and obviously these are things that are always going on. Research is always finding out more things, okay? But what they have found that is, if someone did sort of like a gradual reduction of calories or gradual reduction of macros, maybe they're trying to hit certain goals, and then they have like a very gradual way and sustainable way of losing fat off their body and all of that, that it doesn't actually impact their metabolism as much as if you did it aggressively. So where a lot of the studies have been, where it says like, okay, like you aggressively dieted and now for the next 6 months, your metabolism is a lot slower, or you're in storage mode, is usually when it was aggressive. So if you've ever done like aggressive, you're forcing your body to like try to lose weight really, really fast, that has a more bigger impact and damage to your metabolism than if you did it gradually. And why do I bring this up is because, do competitors lose body fat and lean out? 100%. Is there lowering of calories and macros? Oh yeah, there is. Chrisera, are you on here, Chrisera? So is there ways that we can actually help you drop body fat and help you bring down certain things? Yes, but it has to be done in a very methodical and very dialed process. And this is what I talk a lot about dialing your macros. You don't ever want to do aggressive approaches. Aggressive approaches, the body keeps score. There's a book called that. Now, I didn't read that book. I like the phrase. The body keeps score is if you've done aggressive weight loss, aggressive diets, and try to drop quickly, that's usually when your metabolism does remain at a lower total basal metabolism for a while. And then it needs time to heal. It needs time to come back to normal. It needs time to trust you. A lot of my clients on here, I say this to you a lot, right? I say, especially when you first start a program with me, I say, your body probably doesn't trust you yet. So if you're at a plateau right now, how many of you are at plateau? Some of you are at plateau. If you're in a plateau, put plateau below, or you're seeing very, very slow movement in maybe your weight or whatnot, is most likely your body does not trust you yet, right? It doesn't. You've done too much damage to it. You've dieted so much. So it kind of needs more time to figure out, like, what are you doing? And are you going to put me in famine mode again, right? Also understanding that part, you need to fuel properly with quality nutrition and macros, but also recognizing there are times when you need to like lower macros. You might need to dial something. Maybe you're getting ready for a stage. You're shredding for photo shoots. You're doing certain things, you're ready, and you can do that, but you have to really know the method behind it, and it needs to be a very gradual and pretty sustainable program. And I always talk about, make sure you find a program that always teaches you about lifelong habits, lifestyle changes, not just this quick, you lose all this weight in just 2 weeks or a month, and in 30 days you're going to have this amazing body, but like someone who really teaches you the actual long-term solution, because you actually need to prove to your body that you actually are going to treat it right long-term, and then it will stay more stable. The basal metabolism will stay more stable overall, right?